On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Graphic.
Relating to visual art or involving the use of diagrams or illustrations, very clear and powerful.
Examples:
Graphic design. A graphic description of an accident. The graphic novel was a masterpiece with stunning illustrations that brought the story to life.
Smuggle.
To import or export something or someone without paying appropriate customs duties, often illegally.
Examples:
Smuggle drugs. Smuggle herself out of a country. He was able to smuggle a gun inside the prison.
Cement.
Make fast as if with cement. Noun, a building material that is a powder made of a mixture of calcined limestone and clay, used with water, sand, and small stones to make concrete.
Examples:
Cement a close relationship. Cement blend. They are eager to cement a positive reputation.
Dusty.
Covered with or characterized by dust, having a dry, powdery texture or appearance, having a lot of dust or dirt in the air.
Examples:
Dusty road. Dusty bookshelf. The abandoned warehouse was covered in a thick layer of dusty debris.
Migrant.
A traveler who moves from one region or country to another, especially to find work or better living conditions, a bird or an animal that moves from one place to another.
Examples:
Migrant worker. The movement of migrant birds. The government revoked his license to employ migrant labor crews.
Drown.
To die or cause to die by being unable to breathe underwater.
Examples:
Drown in a bath. I was drowned in work. Floods have the potential to drown any subsurface animals easily.
Cartoon.
A simple drawing depicting a humorous or critical situation, often accompanied by a caption.
Examples:
Cartoon character. Cartoon industry. He spent his afternoon watching cartoon movies on TV.
Photograph.
A picture or image that is produced by a camera, a visual representation or record of a person, object, or scene that has been captured electronically or on film.
Examples:
Photograph album. Photograph memories. I found an old photograph of my grandparents from their wedding day.
Statistics.
The discipline that concerns the collection, organization, analysis, interpretation, and presentation of data.
Examples:
Statistics for cancer. Official statistics. The statistics demonstrate that poverty and unemployment are genuine problems.
Balance.
A condition in which everything has the same weight or force, something left after other parts have been taken away.
Examples:
The balance of power. Asset on the company's balance sheet. Try to keep a balance between work and off.
Transnational.
Relating to or involving activities, organizations, or individuals that cross national boundaries or operate in multiple countries, having a presence or influence in multiple countries or regions.
Examples:
Transnational migration. Transnational crime. The company operates as a transnational corporation, with offices and operations in multiple countries.
Migration.
The movement of animals to a new location, frequently as the seasons change.
Examples:
The migration of birds. Overseas migration. There was a migration of impoverished farmers into the towns.
Undocumented.
Not supported by written evidence or having the necessary written permission.
Examples:
Undocumented worker. Undocumented command. The Border Patrol has recently been focusing on cracking down on undocumented non-citizens.
Vast.
Enormous in size, number, amount, or quantity.
Examples:
Vast majority. Vast desert. A vast audience viewed the broadcast.
Grind.
To reduce something to small particles or powder by crushing or rubbing it, to work hard over a long period of time.
Examples:
Grind away at my work. Grind your teeth. She had to grind the coffee beans before making a fresh cup.
Poverty.
The condition of being extremely poor.
Examples:
Poverty alleviation. The cycle of poverty. Many studies have investigated the relationship between poverty and academic achievement.
Extreme.
Very great in amount or degree.
Examples:
Extreme sports. Extreme weather events. Solar gravity creates extreme pressures and temperatures.
Violent.
Involving or caused by physical force or aggression against someone or something.
Examples:
Victim of a violent crime. Violent incident. The protesters became violent when the police tried to disperse them.
Intimate.
Having a very close friendship, personal.
Examples:
My intimate affairs. Intimate relationship. He has an intimate knowledge of American history.
Shadow.
A dark area or shape cast by an object blocking the passage of light, an area in darkness or shade, a reflected image or copy of something, a person, activity, or influence that follows or accompanies someone or something closely and persistently, often in a secretive or ominous manner.
Examples:
Shadow cast, shadow puppetry. The tree cast a shadow over the picnic area, providing relief from the sun.
Wit.
The ability to say or write things or ideas in a clever and humorous way.
Examples:
The wit of man. Full of wit. He has the wit to keep talking about this topic.
Resilient.
Able to withstand or recover quickly from difficult conditions.
Examples:
A hard and resilient steel. Resilient population. She is a resilient person and has always bounced back from setbacks.
Individual.
A single person or thing, as distinct from a group.
Examples:
A private individual. Individual freedom. As an individual, he had the right to make his own decisions and live his life as he saw fit.
Construct.
To build or create something, to assemble or combine different parts to form something whole.
Examples:
Construct a 3D image. Construct a dam. He constructs hypotheses that no mathematician has ever imagined before.
Practical.
Of or connected with actual use or real situation rather than with theory and ideas.
Examples:
Practical English. Gain practical experience. Her concept is highly practical and helpful.
Improve.
To make or become better.
Examples:
Improve a process. Improve the test score. We want to improve ties between our two countries.
Squarely.
Directly and firmly, in a square shape.
Examples:
Look squarely at reality. A squarely cut piece of paper. We must squarely address the problem.
Historic.
Famous or significant in history, or potentially so.
Examples:
Historic accomplishment. Achieve the historic feat. The Chinese people have accomplished several historic feats.
Capsule.
A small, enclosed container often used for holding medicines or supplements or for transporting payloads in spacecraft. A small, elongated structure within the body, such as a joint or a gland.
Examples:
Space capsule. Medical capsule. The capsule hotel room may be small, but it has all the necessary amenities.
Trail.
A path or track roughly through a countryside, mountain, or forest area, often made or used for a particular purpose. Verb, to lag or linger behind.
Examples:
A warm trail. Follow the trail. The storm left a trail of destruction behind it.
Vulnerable.
Capable of being hurt or influenced physically or mentally.
Examples:
A vulnerable bridge. Vulnerable parts of the body. Infants and pregnant women are particularly vulnerable.
Resident.
A person who lives in a particular place or has their home in a place.
Examples:
A resident of the city. Resident tax. Visa renewal for resident foreigners in this country is once every 5 years.
Struggle.
To make a great effort to do something when it is difficult, or there are a lot of problems, to use force or violence to break away from restraint or constriction.
Examples:
Struggle against discrimination. Struggle to get the job. He could not struggle against temptation.
Sacrifice.
The act of killing an animal or person or surrendering a possession as an offering to a deity. Verb, to give up something important or valuable to help another person or get or do something that seems more important.
Examples:
Small sacrifice for a great cause. Sacrifice anything to get ahead. You cannot accomplish great things without a sacrifice of your time or money.
First-hand.
From the source, directly, adjective, received directly from a source.
Examples:
Hear customers' voices firsthand. Conduct firsthand research. The manager tried to hear customers' voices firsthand.
Rhetoric.
Speech or writing intended to please or persuade someone, the art or study of using language effectively and persuasively in spoken or written form.
Examples:
The rhetoric of a debate. High-flown rhetoric. He was known for his powerful rhetoric and ability to persuade people with his words.
Policy.
A set of rules, guidelines, principles, or procedures that govern decision-making or action, often used in the context of business or government. A course of action or plan of action adopted or followed by an organization or individual to achieve a goal or objective.
Examples:
Health policy. Foreign policy. The company's new policy on remote work has made it a more inclusive workplace.
Embark.
To go on board a ship or plane, to set out on an enterprise or subject of study, to start something.
Examples:
Embark on a trip. Embark on a foolish adventure. We embarked on a new project.
Laborer.
A person who works with their hands, especially manual work in manual trades and industries.
Examples:
an unskilled laborer. Laborers' union. The seasonal laborer worked hard to build the bridge.
Insure.
To provide coverage in the event of loss or damage.
Examples:
insure my house against fire. Ensure domestic tranquility. I will insure my car before I go on a road trip.
Constantly.
All the time.
Examples:
a constantly innovative enterprise. A constantly varying mind. The mobile application industry is constantly changing.
Harass.
To annoy, torment, or pester persistently, to subject someone to repeated or chronic attacks or unwelcome attention.
Examples:
harass the enemy. Harass with constant criticism. She was constantly harassed by her ex-boyfriend and had to get a restraining order.
Loiter.
To linger or hang around in a public place without any clear purpose or intention, to move slowly or lazily.
Examples:
loiter on the sidewalk. Loiter for hours. The security guard warned the teenagers not to loiter in the parking lot.
Communal.
Belonging to or used by a group rather than individuals, for common use.
Examples:
communal swimming pool. Communal combination of funds. Communal elections were held in several European countries.
Consciously.
With awareness, in a deliberate manner.
Examples:
consciously aware of a problem. Act consciously. He consciously criticizes her in the publicity.
Labor.
Productive work, especially physical work done for wages, the people who do manual or physical work in a country or company for wage. Verb, to work hard or to strive and make an effort to reach a goal.
Examples:
seasonal labor. Manual labor. In several countries, child labor is a serious social problem.
Afterward.
After the time mentioned.
Examples:
a few years afterward. Go there afterward. We will explain the countermeasure concerning this problem afterward.
Dirt.
Soil, dust, or any substance that makes a surface not clean, the part of the Earth's surface consisting of humus and disintegrated rock.
Examples:
dirt road. Dirt track. The garden was filled with dirt and needed to be tilled before planting.
Defiant.
Showing bold resistance or disobedience to authority, rules, or norms.
Examples:
a defiant attitude. Defiant eye. The defiant student refused to follow the teacher's instructions and continued to talk during class.
Stick.
To put something, usually a sharp object, into something, noun, a thin piece of wood or other material.
Examples:
Stick a key in a lock. Fire stick. You stick a bill in the change machine, and the coins pop out.
Exploit.
To make full use of and gain an advantage from resources, opportunities, etc.
Examples:
Exploit a security hole. Exploit a valuable opportunity. We exploit our mining resources to strengthen our national power.
Co-worker.
A person who works with another in the same company or organization.
Examples:
Coworker relationship. Argue with a coworker. My ex-coworker and I had different working styles, but managed to get along.
Protest.
A strong expression of disagreement, disapproval, or opposition.
Examples:
Hold a protest. A silent protest. He left the party in protest at its radical political stance.
Blackball.
To reject or exclude someone from a particular group, organization, or activity, to vote against or reject a proposal or idea.
Examples:
Blackball a member. Blackball a proposal. The charity organization chose to blackball the donor with a history of making controversial statements.
Refuse.
To show that one is not willing to do or accept something.
Examples:
Refuse a request. Refuse the company. My initial reaction was to refuse.
Survive.
To live or exist despite a dangerous event or period.
Examples:
Survive a blizzard. Survive a plane crash. These birds can only survive in temperate climates.
Cob.
A type of bread made from cornmeal, traditionally associated with Native American cuisine, the central hub or axis of a wheel or turbine, a small, delicately built horse, typically used for riding or light work.
Examples:
Cob construction. Cob loaf. The chef boiled the corn cob in water before roasting it on the grill.
Vendor.
A person or company that sells goods or services.
Examples:
Street vendor. Food vendor. The vendor at the market sold the freshest produce I have ever tasted.
Introduction.
A preliminary explanation or remarks given before the start of a text, performance, or event, the act of bringing something new into existence or introducing something to a wider audience or new market.
Examples:
Introduction education. Self-introduction. The introduction to the new class was informative and engaging.
Extended.
Longer than usual or anticipated.
Examples:
Extended vacation. Extended payment. The extended airport runways may accommodate larger jets.
Sibling.
A brother or sister, member of a family born to the same parents.
Examples:
Have a sibling quarrel. Play with my siblings. Children often copy their parents or elder siblings.
Migrate.
To move from one country or region to another and settle there. To move from one place to another periodically or seasonally.
Examples:
Migrate across borders. Migrate a service. Many Germans migrated to South America in the mid-19th century.
Lifeblood.
A vital or essential element or substance that is necessary for survival or success.
Examples:
The lifeblood of every organization. The lifeblood of the economy. The company's reputation is its lifeblood.
Transform.
To change an outward structure or looks.
Examples:
Transform an education system. Transform heat into power. My father's death transformed my life completely.
Necessity.
The state or fact of being needed, anything indispensable.
Examples:
In great necessity. The necessity of the concrete measure. He emphasized the necessity of immediate action.
Insular.
Relating to, characteristic of, or situated on an island, especially an isolated one, interested only in your own country, group, ideas, etc., and not in those from outside.
Examples:
An insular country. Insular prejudices. She blamed his insular attitudes toward foreigners.
Tight.
Fixed, fastened, or kept together firmly or closely.
Examples:
A tight game. Student on a tight budget. The national election was held amid tight security.
Knit.
To make a garment or fabric by interlocking loops of yarn with needles or a machine.
Examples:
Knit my eyebrows. Knit a pair of socks. The grandmother knit a warm sweater for her grandchild.
Immigrant.
A person who has come to a country where they were not born to live there permanently.
Examples:
Immigrant communities. An immigrant from the country. Police received a report of illegal immigrants in the area.
Largely.
Virtually entirely, to a large degree.
Examples.
Largely accepted. Largely mitigate the issue. Nevada is largely a desert state.
Thankless.
Referring to a situation or activity that brings no gratitude or recognition from others, not receiving thanks or appreciation for one's efforts or actions.
Examples.
Thankless job. Thankless duty. Being a stay-at-home parent can be a thankless job, but it's also extremely rewarding.
Demolition.
The act of destroying or tearing down a building or other structure.
Examples.
Demolition site. Demolition work. The city authorized the demolition of the abandoned building.
Exploitation.
The process of making some area of land or water more profitable or productive or useful.
Examples.
Sexual exploitation. The exploitation of fossil resources. Strategic exploitation of cutting-edge technology would be a sure formula for success.
Wage.
A particular amount of money that somebody earns, usually every week or every month, for work or services.
Examples.
Unpaid wages. Increase in the minimum wage. His wages continued to rise as his skills improved.
Celebrated.
Renowned for possessing admirable attributes.
Examples.
Celebrated artist. Celebrated paper. 3 celebrated tenors performed during the president's inauguration.
Backyard.
A whole space behind and belonging to a house.
Examples.
Play in the backyard. Backyard barbecue. He grows vegetables in his backyard.
Barbecue.
A cooking method or apparatus that uses open flames or heated coals to grill or smoke meat, fish, or vegetables. A social gathering or meal characterized by outdoor grilling or barbecuing of food.
Examples.
Barbecue sauce. Barbecue grill. The barbecue at the park was a hit with all the families who attended.
Celebrate.
To acknowledge a memorable or good day or event with a social gathering or enjoyable activity.
Examples.
Celebrate his election. Celebrate Christmas. He celebrated the 10th anniversary of his tenure.
Honor.
High regard or great respect for someone, the quality of having and doing based on a keen sense of morality. Verb, to show respect towards someone.
Examples.
Womanly honor. Honor our ancestors. I claim on my honor that it is true.
Nickname.
A familiar or humorous name given to a person or thing instead of or as well as the real name.
Examples:
Endearing nickname. Nickname for a person. The team has a nickname for their star player, the ace.
Dominant.
More important, influential, or easy to notice than anything else of the same type.
Examples:
Achieve a dominant share. Dominant force. Her company soon won a dominant market share.
Clown.
A performer, typically in a circus, who wears distinctive makeup and costumes and plays practical jokes, and performs tricks or stunts to entertain audiences.
Examples:
A clown act. Act as a clown. She dressed up as a Halloween clown with a rainbow wig and oversized red nose.
Amuse.
To entertain or divert the mind, to make someone laugh.
Examples:
Amuse a baby with a rattle. Amuse guests. He amused himself by playing video games during his free time.
Memorable.
Worth remembering or likely to be remembered, especially because of being very important or remarkable.
Examples:
Create memorable experiences. Least memorable song. His passionate speech makes a memorable impression.
Grandchild.
A child of someone's son or daughter.
Examples:
Grandchild-grandparent relationship. Grandchild development. The grandparents take care of their grandchild while the parents are at work.
Desert.
Arid land with little or no vegetation, often covered with sand or rocks.
Examples:
Desert basin. Oasis in the desert. This region is predominantly desert.
Stroll.
To walk somewhere in a slow, relaxed way and with no apparent aim.
Examples:
Stroll across a street. Stroll through the countryside. We could stroll into town if you like.
Nurse.
A healthcare professional who is trained to provide care for the sick or injured. Verb, to try to cure by special care or treatment of an illness or injury.
Examples:
Nurse practitioner. A volunteer nurse. The night shift nurse checked my vital signs before administering the medication.
Firm.
Resolute or unwavering in decision-making or action, strong or secure in structure, make or composition, reliable, trustworthy, or dependable. Noun, a business or company.
Examples:
Firm grip. Accounting firm. The firm deadline for submitting the project is tomorrow, so we need to work efficiently to finish on time.
Exile.
The state of being forced to leave one's country or home, typically for political or punitive reasons.
Examples:
Exile community. Political exile. The exiled king lived in poverty in a foreign country for many years.
Subsequent.
Happening or occurring later or after something else.
Examples:
Over subsequent months. Reduce subsequent mortality. In the subsequent meeting, the team discussed ways to improve productivity.
Rebirth.
The process of being reborn or starting anew, especially after a period of decline or stagnation.
Examples:
Undergo a rebirth. Rebirth of democracy. The phoenix is a symbol of rebirth, rising from the ashes to be reborn anew.
Assimilate.
To take in and understand information or ideas, to integrate.
Examples:
Assimilate into society. Assimilate a language. The immigrant struggled to assimilate into the new culture.
Germ.
A very tiny living that causes the disease, a piece of something such as an organism, concept, etc., capable of growing into a new one or part of one.
Examples:
Antibiotic-resistant germ. A germ-free environment. The germ of his idea came from watching birds flying in flocks.
Jewish.
Of or related to people whose traditional religion is Judaism.
Examples:
Jewish history. Jewish culture. My friend is a Jewish woman who celebrates Hanukkah every year.
Grandparent.
A parent of one's father or mother.
Examples:
Great-grandparent. Person of grandparent age. She was close to her paternal grandparents and often spent summers with them.
Appendectomy.
A surgical procedure to remove the appendix, typically performed in cases of appendicitis or other conditions that cause inflammation or infection of the appendix.
Examples:
Appendectomy surgery. Appendectomy scar. After several hours of abdominal pain, the patient was diagnosed with acute appendicitis and underwent an appendectomy.
Discriminate.
To treat a person or particular group of people worse or better than another, especially in an unfair way, to recognize or perceive the difference between people or things.
Examples:
Discriminate against women employees. Discriminate between different things. You should not discriminate against minorities.
Gut.
The long tube in the body of a person or animal through which food passes when it leaves the stomach, the mental strength or bravery required to do something difficult or unpleasant.
Examples:
The blind gut. Gut feelings. He told me a gut-wrenching truth about my parents' death.
Decision.
The act or process of making up someone's mind about something, a choice or judgment reached after considering options.
Examples.
Decision authority. A selfish decision. She was struggling to make a decision between two job offers.
Bound.
To move forward by leaps and bounds, to form the boundary of something.
Examples.
Bounded with delight. Bound up a staircase. Canada bounds on the United States.
Survival.
The state of continuing to exist or live, frequently in the face of difficulty or danger.
Examples.
Survival ability. Survival food. He evaluated his chances for survival rather pessimistically.
Commitment.
A promise or firm decision to do something or to behave in a certain way.
Examples.
A commitment to an alliance. Meet his commitments. His business commitments took him to the United States.
Nuanced.
Characterized by subtle differences in appearance, meaning, sound, etc.
Examples.
Nuanced view. The common but nuanced opinion. The sommelier can distinguish nuanced variants in the flavor of the wine.
Interconnect.
To connect similar things.
Examples.
Directly interconnect with those systems. Human activities interconnect with the environment. Our system can now interconnect with other databases.
Standing.
Existing or remaining upright, having a vertical position, noun, social, financial, or professional status or reputation.
Examples.
Standing water. His social standing. The standing concert was packed with fans.
Government.
The group of people with authority to control a country or state.
Examples.
Government bureaucracy. Government funding. The federal government is planning to increase taxes for the next fiscal year.
Involvement.
The fact or condition of taking part in something, or the degree to which someone takes part in something.
Examples.
Political involvement. Involvement in criminal activity. The involvement of the local government in the project has been critical to its success.
Controversial.
Causing a lot of hot public discussion and dispute.
Examples.
Controversial book. Controversial policy. The issue of the death penalty is highly controversial.
Coup.
A sudden, violent, and illegal seizure of power from a government, an impressive or successful action or achievement.
Examples:
Coup plotters. Military coup. The Prime Minister was arrested and charged with treason after he was found to be involved in the coup.
Scandal.
An action or event regarded as morally or legally wrong and causing general public outrage.
Examples:
Scandal magazine. A corruption scandal. The political scandal rocked the nation and led to the resignation of several high-ranking officials.
Murder.
The crime of killing somebody intentionally.
Examples:
Murder in the second degree. Attempted murder. This intriguing murder mystery remains unsolved.
Archbishop.
A high-ranking bishop equals a member of the clergy in the Christian Church, typically in charge of an archdiocese and holding a position of authority over other bishops in the region.
Examples:
Archbishop's Palace. Interim Archbishop. The Archbishop's sermon was a powerful message of hope and encouragement.
Church.
A building or institution dedicated to religious worship or activities, a Christian religious organization or denomination.
Examples:
Church bell. Small church. The church on the corner is hosting a free community meal tonight.
Complexity.
The state or quality of being complicated or intricate and difficult to understand.
Examples:
Cognitive complexity. Complexity theory. The project's complexity made it difficult for the team to complete it on time.
Instability.
The state of being unstable or uncertain and likely to change suddenly.
Examples:
Political instability. Instability in currency markets. Lack of sleep and overwork often lead to emotional instability.
Impunity.
Exemption or freedom from punishment or harm, a state of being immune to negative consequences or legal accountability.
Examples:
Act with impunity. Enjoy impunity. The criminal was able to escape with impunity, despite committing multiple offenses.
Unremittingly.
In a manner that is constant, persistent, or continuous, without interruption or slackening.
Examples:
Unremittingly positive. Unremittingly persistent. She worked unremittingly through the night to finish her project on time.
Refugee.
A displaced person who has crossed national borders and who cannot or is unwilling to return home due to political, religious, or economic reasons or because of a war. Global refugee crisis. The refugee camp. The community warmly welcomed the refugees.
Complicated.
Involving a lot of different things or parts in a way that is difficult to understand or analyze.
Examples:
A complicated process. Become increasingly complicated. He did complicated pen and ink drawings in just a few days.
Puzzle.
A situation that is difficult to follow or solve, a game, problem, or toy that tests a person's ingenuity or knowledge. Verb, to cause someone to feel confused because of something difficult to understand.
Examples:
Crossword puzzle. Mathematical puzzle. This jigsaw puzzle is challenging because there are no pictures.
Stretch.
To make or be capable of making anything longer or broader without hurting or breaking.
Examples:
Stretch along the coast. Stretch a story. Some herds have been observed to stretch hundreds of kilometers.
Military.
Relating to or characteristic of members of the armed forces, of or relating to war or warfare.
Examples:
A military operation. A military leader. The military academy was known for its strict discipline and training.
Infrastructure.
The basic systems, services, or features that are necessary for an organization or country, such as transport and power supplies.
Examples:
IT infrastructure. Infrastructure cost. Aging societies tend to require huge costs for infrastructure maintenance.
Fence.
A structure, usually made of wood or metal, that encloses an area, typically for protection or to keep animals or people in or out. A dealer in stolen property.
Examples:
Fence post. A brushwood fence. She planted a hedge to serve as a natural fence around her garden.
Patrol.
The act of guarding an area or conducting surveillance of an area to maintain order, perform security functions, or prevent crime, a group of officers or soldiers that conducts such an operation.
Examples:
Patrol car. Border patrol. The highway patrol officer pulled over the speeding vehicle on the freeway.
Technological.
Based on scientific and industrial progress.
Examples:
Technological advancement. Technological policy. Technological advances have disrupted many industries.
Facility.
A building or place that provides a particular service or is used for a particular industry.
Examples:
A cell phone with an internet facility. Facility design. This company has an entire recycling facility including major reprocessing plants.
Incarcerate.
To put or keep somebody in prison or in a place from which they cannot escape.
Examples:
Incarcerate the murderer. Incarcerate her for life. He was incarcerated for the duration of the war.
Detain.
To keep someone in official custody, to prevent them from leaving.
Examples:
Detain a terrorist. Detain for investigation. The police detained the suspect for questioning.
Industrious.
Hardworking, diligent, and persistent in effort.
Examples:
Industrious worker. Industrious student. He was known to be very industrious and would often work late into the night.
Massive.
Enormous amount, very heavy and solid.
Examples:
Massive amounts. Massive stars. The recent economic downturn has resulted in massive layoffs.
Immigration.
The act or process of coming to live permanently in a foreign country.
Examples:
Immigration control. Immigration application. The immigration policy in this country is stringent, making it difficult for many people to obtain a visa.
March.
To walk militarily with stiff, regular steps.
Examples:
March against the war. March east. The troops marched shoulder to shoulder.
Detention.
The act of holding someone in custody, especially as a punishment for a crime they are suspected of having committed.
Examples:
Detention center. Immigration detention. The government is criticized for the prolonged detention of political activists without trial.
Percolate.
To filter through a porous substance or material, to pass through gradually or spread slowly, to rise or pass through a liquid or container, as in a coffee maker.
Examples:
Percolate around the web. Percolate through the whole industry. The coffee slowly percolated through the filter and into the cup.
Sheriff.
In the U.S., a government official who is responsible for keeping law and order within a particular county or town.
Examples:
Sheriff court. Deputy sheriff. The sheriff kept establishing order in the town.
Deport.
To force someone to leave a country, typically on the grounds of illegal status or for having committed a crime.
Examples:
Deport a refugee. Deport dissidents from the party. The government has decided to deport illegal immigrants back to their home countries.
Flee.
To leave by running away, especially out of fear or danger.
Examples:
Flee their homes. Flee abroad. It is a basic instinct to flee from a dangerous situation.
Disparate.
Very different or distinct from something else, and is not connected or comparable in any way.
Examples:
Disparate impact. Physically disparate location. The organization worked to bring together disparate groups in the community.
Motorcycle.
A two-wheeled vehicle that is driven by an engine and has no pedals.
Examples:
Motorcycle gangster. Electric motorcycle. He had his motorcycle license revoked for drunken driving.
Luxury.
A state of great comfort or sophistication, mainly provided by expensive and beautiful things.
Examples:
Get into the luxury car market. Luxury hotel. His anti-luxury practices were quite strict.
Gang.
A group of people who organize and engage in criminal activity.
Examples:
A motorcycle gang. Gang member. The street gang was known for its violent behavior.
Identity.
The fact of being who or what somebody or something is, the features, emotions, or ideas that distinguish persons from one another.
Examples:
Mistaken identity. Identity as an individual. The terrorist's identity remains unknown.
Damage.
To harm or cause injury to something or someone, often resulting in decreased value or functionality, to impair or negatively affect something, such as a reputation or relationship. Noun, harm or injury that is caused to a person, thing, or entity.
Examples:
Damage a relationship. Damage assessment. During the surgery, the doctor had to be extremely cautious not to damage a blood vessel.
Bullet.
A metal projectile that is shot from a gun.
Examples:
Bullet wound. Bullet train. The stray bullet went through the window and hit the wall.
Random.
Made, done, or happening without method, conscious decision, or any regular pattern.
Examples:
A random choice. Bombs fell at random. To find drunk drivers, police conduct random tests.
Instance.
A particular example or single occurrence of something.
Examples:
For instance. Notable instance. These articles cite 5 instances of climate change.
Norm.
Something that is regarded as usual, typical, or standard.
Examples:
norm of action. Cultural norm. The systems we have developed has accepted as industry norms.
Thrive.
To grow vigorously, to make steady progress.
Examples:
Thrive in a society. Thrive on pressure. Without investment, a business cannot thrive.
Institutionalize.
To establish or make something a part of an institution, equals a place such as a university, hospital, etc.
Examples:
Institutionalize a system. Institutionalize customary laws. The new policy aims to institutionalize the use of renewable energy sources.
Stripe.
A long, narrow band of a different color or texture than the surface on which it appears.
Examples:
A white stripe. Stripe texture. The plates have a blue stripe around the edge.
Scream.
To give a loud, high shout suddenly, especially because of fear, anger, excitement, etc., to utter or declare in a very loud voice.
Examples:
Scream a profanity. Scream at him to be quiet. She kept screaming for an ambulance.
Comfort.
A state of physical ease and freedom from pain or constraint.
Examples:
Words of comfort. Comfort level. He found comfort in the warm embrace of his loved ones.
Clasp.
To hold tightly with the hands, arms, or other parts of the body, to fasten or secure something with a device such as a hook, clip, or buckle. Noun, a device used for fastening things together.
Examples:
Clasp his seatbelt. Clasp a necklace. I clasped my friend's hand to congratulate her on her achievement.
Rage.
A strong feeling of anger or violence.
Examples:
Uncontrollable rage. Fall into a rage. She was filled with a burning rage at the injustice she had witnessed.
Imprison.
To confine a person to a prison, a detention facility, or a place of involuntary confinement.
Examples:
Imprison a legal immigrant. Imprison myself within the room. He was imprisoned for embezzlement.